Why are there some people and businesses experiencing more growth, making more money, and enjoying a greater quality of life, while I'm here struggling with my life? What are they doing that I'm not? When we're facing some difficulties and on the brink of desperation, sometimes we can't help but have these thoughts. It's frustrating, I know, but I tell you what, these successful people also have their fair share of frustrations, and while others do have some incredible luck, more often than not, it is more than that. According to Gary Ryan Blair, the creator of the 100-Day Challenge, a radical approach to goal achievement, leverage, momentum, and mentorship provide a dominant competitive advantage. They are the ultimate force multipliers and the primary drivers for accelerating your win rate. You heard that right. There is a shortcut to accelerate one's growth or success rate. You're probably not too fond of the word shortcut. As most people say, there is no such thing as a shortcut when it comes to life. But there is, and most people often call them life hacks. Now that's the word most of us are familiar with. So here it is, the 15 secret life hack shortcuts for you to get ahead in life. Welcome to Thrivetastic. If you're new here, why not hit that subscribe button and join our community? And as always guys, give this video a thumbs up for that YouTube algorithm. 1. Pick the right boat. Everyone works hard because they want to have a better life. We have yet to hear anyone say, you know what, I want worse for myself. Outworking everyone is also not a viable option. People working in coal mines would have been the richest if hard work was the only solution. So keep in mind that this is your real life shortcut. The boat you're in matters more than how hard you row. That is why, statistically speaking, programmers are currently extremely well paid. There is a severe scarcity of programmers worldwide. Simply put, there aren't enough of them. That's why they have leverage on what they choose for themselves. Numerous firms require programmers right now. Being in the programming boat is more significant than how skilled of a programmer you are, or how hard you work. The same is true for other industries. So find the right boat and take your first shortcut. 2. Built to sell. This is a business philosophy that also applies to individuals. Building to sell in businesses entails keeping everything clean, solid, and organized. Nobody wants to invest in unpredictability. When you think about it, you're continuously selling yourself throughout your life. You market yourself to a potential employer, a spouse, a new group of friends, and so on. And much as in business, no one wants to buy someone unpredictable, messy, and disorganized. This will affect both professional and personal relationships. How you present yourself will always influence how others approach you. Build your ability to sell, and doors will start open more quickly. 3. Avoiding unscalable things. Doing something great one time is commendable, but ultimately not that valuable. Pulling an incredibly efficient all-nighter and finishing that major assignment on time, for example, is remarkable, but it is inconsequential. What matters is your ability to scale. Scaling means doing the work once and reaping the benefits repeatedly. For example, an architect can build one house for one client at a time. Or they can draw the blueprints of a pre-built house and sell the same project over and over again. Look around you and see what you can build to scale. 4. Plus 1% daily. People who get to say I made it do one particular thing that everyone else doesn't want to do. They undertake tedious tasks consistently. Is it exhilarating to start a business or forge your own path? Sure, but the thrill factor is just around 20% of the equation. The remainder is a repetitive, boring job. Get used to completing repetitive, boring work since it gets you closer by 1% every day, which adds up over time. If you do this, you'll find yourself accomplishing far more in a year than others do in 10. 5. Personal education. Personal education is the most important life shortcut. It has the biggest leverage and the largest returns. A highly educated individual can connect dots that others do not see in the first place. 6. Utilize 80-20. It's easier and faster to build 10 great things than to build one thing to perfection. The 80-20 rule is the special recipe that smart people use to move extraordinarily fast, and you should be more aware of it by now. Essentially, in almost every case, 20% of the effort yields 80% of the results. In a firm of 10 individuals, for example, 2 persons do the majority of the work. Find out what that 20% of work looks like and do it. 7. Find a mentor. A competent mentor will assist you in determining your best course of action. They've already accomplished what you're trying. They've experienced it. They understand what works and what doesn't. So when the time comes, they can point you in the right direction. And it will be up to you to take the necessary actions. So whatever you're trying, find someone who has already done it. Befriend them and serve them. If that isn't an option, be a shadow mentee. Many people contribute their knowledge and ideas on the internet. So follow them, learn as much as you can from them, and occasionally ask them specific questions. Who knows, maybe they'll respond. 8. Overlap good habits. Find ways to kill 2 birds with 1 stone with your habits. For example, assume you want to start your personal education while simultaneously improving your health. So, while running, listen to informative podcasts. Right there, 2 birds, 1 stone. Find your positive habits, whether they're currently in place or ones you wish you developed. Then pick an activity that hits many of them at the same time, and you're set. 9. Be loud when needed. It's not always the most capable individuals who advance. Rather, it's the loudest. This is why you sometimes find incompetent individuals in positions of power. But they are not scared to be loud, either deliberately or unconsciously. Alexa, have a backbone and stand your ground. Know your worth and behave accordingly. Keep in mind that promotions are frequently given to individuals who seek them, rather than those who earn them. That's just sometimes the reality of life. 10. Measure everything. As the saying goes, infantry wins battles, logistics wins wars. You can't improve something you can't measure. This essentially indicates that you can't achieve something with brute force. You can hit the gym as hard as you want, but you'll only lose weight if you're in a caloric deficit. Find the correct metrics and measure them aggressively. 11. There is no work-life balance. So you watch this video to find applicable life shortcuts. But the truth is that there is no work-life balance. If you want to go fast, you must temporarily sacrifice some aspects of your personal life. Just because hard work isn't a decisive element doesn't mean it doesn't exist. This may not be for you, and that's perfectly fine. We're simply stating the obvious. 12. Create or join a network. One of your friends is a self-employed digital artist who earns 6 figures each year. The great majority of his projects came from his network. He grew his network through attending many industry-related events and generally being a pleasant person to converse with. Return to step 2 and build to sell. Then go out there and be loud. 13. When you're forced to make a change, make a positive one. This is for when life throws you a curveball. When an unexpected event occurs, you may need to change your career, where you reside, or whatever. You have 3 choices: downgrade, sidegrade, or upgrade. Downsizing is reducing your lifestyle and learning to live on a lower level. It is worthwhile if it serves higher purpose later on, but only then. If you sidegrade, you're wasting time. The only viable alternative is to upgrade. If you have no choice but to move, you might as well move higher. Your new circumstances will put you in a situation where you will either make or break it. As the saying goes, go hard or go home. When the only position is to improve, people improve quickly. Use this to your advantage. This reminds us of PewDiePie's recent move to Japan. His pugs were too overweight to fly on a commercial airline. So he booked a private jet. If you must make a play, make it a game-winning play. 14. Be genuine and kind. We're guessing you didn't see this coming, did you? Being real and kind is becoming increasingly rare these days. When you come across it, you're truly taken aback. Doing the right thing is always the right thing if you don't take any shortcuts. Cutting corners is a major difference. You can only take so many shortcuts before you start jumping around in circles. 15. Let others help you out. Some people's egos are too large to allow others to help them or point out their mistakes. They believe that allowing others to assist them will tarnish their status as self-made individuals. Here's the truth. Nobody is completely self-made. Take advantage of opportunities, and if someone gives you support, accept it. Then support others yourself in return. That's it for today's video. But wait, there's more. For those who are eagerly wanting to get ahead in life and are still sticking around until the end, here's one last shortcut we want to share with you, and that is obviously money. We're not talking about million-dollar loans here. We're referring to circumstances in which you receive a promotion or your business begins to grow. The most important thing to do is to pay yourself last and put everything you have in two things. 1. Tool to increase leverage, and 2. Skills to increase expertise. The tools will make you faster and enable you to scale. The expertise will raise your baseline from which you will start scaling. For instance, there is an illustrator who landed a big project. He was debating whether he should invest some of that money in a larger, more powerful drawing tablet. What are you going to do with the money now? Because if the response isn't to buy the goddamn tablet, you're wrong. Every time the opportunity to invest in tools or skill arises, always take the risk. There is no debate here. People are fine with spending $500 on Jordans, but cringe at the prospect of investing $500 in themselves. Always put money into yourself. It has the greatest leverage. Thank you for watching this Thrivetastic video. So if you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community. And if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this awesome Thrivetastic video for you to watch next.